Hi, this is Alan. I like IRONWORX because it's where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came.
I love IRONWORX with Josh, Walt, and Zack. It's like sitting in your front room having a cozy chat with your best friends.
Hi, it's Diva here, and I just want you to know that IRONWORX with Josh, Walt, and Zack, it's definitely my favourite dose of reality. Come join the family and keep it flat.
Why sleep in when you could get your dose of iron in the morning? Listen to the IRONWORX.
This is Enlightened Dawn. Roses are red, violets are blue. Ironrealmmedia is the best on the plane. To this show, I will forever be true. You guys are truly the best, and I love you guys. I'm so thankful to have you in my life.
Do you like listening to space letters from Never a Straight Answer? Then tune in to the IRONWORX with Zack, Walter, and Josh. Break clear of the fear on IRONWORX and become an Iron Scout.
Good morning. Yeah. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
What is dark matter?
Okay, we don't know.
That's great. That's why it's called dark.
It's exactly.
Beautiful information comes from random people on the internet. Tell me things, internet. The earth is flat. It's like school in your hand.
Dark matter is something we do not know what it is. We believe that dark matter is there, but we have never detected it. Well, what I'm afraid of course, is that there is no dark matter out there.
So what one?
There is no dark matter out there. We need to think really hard.
Allegedly.
You dumb bastard.
Well, TGIW. Yeah, I don't know what the hell was going on. OBS crashed on me, which meant I had to put in another show title and all that good stuff, set up another stream, which basically canceled out the first one that I set up. So I'm sure there were some of you hanging out in the chat over there where nothing happened. Or saw that there was another live.
I'm still seeing notify and all that. I'm like, well, I know he's going. Okay, so I got to go somewhere else.
Probably. That would be my guess. I don't fucking know. Started off a good morning. It's been a great morning up for the last 10 minutes.
Up until like the show started, right? Fucking show. All right. There's a live thing happening. I can see it. There we go. Okay. Look at this. A whole different crew in this room. That's great. Truly. No one who was in the first chat with me is in this second chat yet. All right, guys. Let me go back and tell them. Yeah.
Sounds like somebody's got a case of the Mondays.
For sure.
Let me move a copy of our linkage to these lovely fine people. Oh, so how are we all still talking over here is the thing I'm wondering. Over on the old dead.
It's a good question.
Channel.
It's a real good question. Now, I got to ask you, Walter, did you feel compelled to ring the bell and speak to someone at the doctor's office about the seating situation?
Actually, I planned on getting into my doctor's ass about it when I got in the room with him. And because of like the fact that, these days of computers and everybody keeping in touch with each other, I made an appointment months ago that had to be rescheduled and got rescheduled to yesterday at 10 a.m. And I had another one that got recently scheduled at 9:30 a.m. And I'm like, oh, great. Then I realized these people are across the hall from each other in the building. Like, oh, well, that's easy. I have nothing, like, I'm not there for anything other than to go, yeah, I'm good. See you later. That's what I was there for. But mostly just to, keep things cool with my coverage. And so I sat there, I got there at 10 minutes till my 9:30 appointment. I walk in a room that I've been in, a few times over the years. And the room had been redecorated. Not just redecorated, like to the point of like, let's move some furniture around, make it different. No, they set up a fucking chapel to the television in the waiting room. All the chairs used to face all different directions, lined up against walls. There were magazine racks. There were places to put your drink or your bottled water, whatever, your 10-gallon bag of fucking pharmaceutical bags that people would bring in with them, like you're supposed to, apparently, is to come show, oh, look at me, I'm taking 50 things. I win, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, they moved the TV. They didn't just like, oh, let's face everything to the TV. No, they moved the TV, which luckily we only had one, because these days there's nowhere I go anymore that doesn't have 6 screens pointing at me. But the one they had that was over their little waiting room, their little, whatever it is, I don't know, not the receptionist area. There it is. I'm waking up. Coffee's getting in that brain slowly but surely. It used to be right over the window. And if you wanted to look at it, you could. I purposefully would sit so the TV wouldn't be in my face. I'd be under it or over to the right of it, or, you know what I'm saying? I sat purposefully so I didn't have to have that beaming on me. Not anymore. There was one chair, the one I was sitting in, that didn't face this new arrangement of TV. I'd show them the video if you can.
I did. I played it a few times.
What I'm rambling about. So yeah, my plan was to go in, tell Baszler, like, dude, what the hell? Not everybody wants a screen in their face. If somebody had been in that chair, I'd been forced to look at a TV. I wouldn't have been looking at it, but it'd been on me, and I don't like it. I didn't come here to watch TV. I came here to get through with you and get out of here. I sat there for 50 minutes.
Oh, what the
40 minutes. Until I finally went up to the 3 other people that came in and left and went in. Got called. I finally went up to the one. I'm like, well, what's going on? I got here 10 minutes early because I have to go across the hall in like 5 minutes. And all these other people showed up just minutes ago and they're in. Oh, well, there's other doctors here. I'm like, is Baszler not here? Why am I here if he's not here? Well, no, he's just with other patients. Is he somebody having a baby back there? What's the deal? I've been here 45, 50 minutes, whatever. So I left. I told him, yeah, just reschedule me. And I went across the hall where I walked in, said good morning. She came in. How you doing? How's your leg? How's your shoulder? All right, see you in 12 weeks. And I was done. I'm like, good Lord, I wish I'd have done this the other way and had you first and them second. Anyway, yeah. The Church of fucking TV. I couldn't believe it. Like, yeah, they will hear about it. Don't worry. Dr. Brown's room was, like normal fucking waiting room with the TV volume down. That's the other thing. TV up. You're going to hear it. It's not like just on there to numb you into whatever as you stare at it. No, you're going to hear it very loudly too. Yeah. It was just the most incredible shit I'd ever seen.
It does sort of seem like a MK Ultra chapel.
It's nuts.
And we're going to...
And everyone who sat down immediately craned their neck up.
Yep.
Like there wasn't a phone in their hand anymore. There was no magazine they could reach and read. So head up. And then like laughing about something on the screen. The other one commented out. I'm like, oh, what is that? Oh my God, it's over, y'all. We've tried hard for the last 10 years, but I don't see it happening. Oh my God, it's done. Yeah. On the commercial, they were cutting up and laughing about what they'd say. I'm like, oh my, help me. Anyway.
Yeah, the divisions are becoming deeper, it seems like. Like you say that, and I totally get where you're coming from. Like, fuck, like 10 years, and it's like people are dumber than ever. People are more willing to just ignore shit than ever, and it's like, what the fuck have we been doing? And then you have the other hand, where
right,
you have like there are more people more awake than ever. Fucking Epstein files dropping, like it's fucking nuts. The shit that's actually gone on. We're like, well, look at all the fucking headway we've made as far at least doing our part to help put the crowbars under the eyelids. And it seems to have worked. And you're like, well, shit, we made all sorts of progress over the last 10 years.
Right. And you walk into the TV church.
I'd give sermons.
It's definitely getting further and further apart.
I bet you could get AI to write sermons for either shows or channels specific, like broadcast networks, a sermon on Fox News, and you could just stand up there while you're waiting and in front of the television and give sermons. Maybe off to the side so people can still look at the fucking Black Mirror, but...
Oh, yeah, we must respect the screen. I heard a voice. I know I did.
I think I did, too.
Oh, that was me.
It's Andrew.
Hey, what's up, Andrew?
I just have a...
Did you hear...
Just patiently.
I was going to say, did you hear him say, okay, Ultra is... Go ahead.
What? No, now I'm more curious.
What's your question, good sir?
With all this hospital stuff you've been going through, are you telling me they didn't give you a bionic limb of some sort?
Yeah, that's the only reason it works right now. Is that it's mostly metal alloy there. Yeah, basically. They rebuilt me.
Like the Winter
Stronger,
Soldier?
better, faster. Oh, wait, no, none of that.
Yeah, they had to make it bionic. The fucking thing was hanging there.
$6.50. Yeah, more like.
Oh, like a couple packs of bubble gum then.
Right, yeah. Hey, hand me that tinfoil, guys. Not on his head. No, not there. Put it on his arm. A good boy. You leaving? You gonna let me have my computer back? I can't even tell. No, we're gonna lay on the mouse pad. Oh, okay. I don't know what is the energetic field with the animals of the last, say, 2 days, 3 days, maybe. But they have been extra, like,
needy,
hanging out. Needy. Like, you see this. Like, these two never hang out this close to each other in any situation, usually. Because she's the first generation. The one that went with Haley and then came back kind of crazy. That's my sweetie. And then this is my boy. This is Cleo. This is Bender. You can see their butts. But yeah, usually if like it started that way when she was here first, and then he came creeping up, and that was what I knew something was up because he just crept up to make sure he didn't make no like waves, and Dad wouldn't run me off. I'm needing to be chill because I need to be here. And here they go together, which rarely is a thing for these two. They're usually him being a boy, being the young brother. He chases and cuts up. It was funny because I found a video looking for one in my phone, like or on a file or something from when they were kittens, and literally in the basket, he's tussling over the other two. Early Jack, like yeah, there he is. His big brother inclinations. Anyway, but yeah, after the second surgery on my arm, it definitely got, to where it was functional eventually. And then I got the guitar back and I said, play video games and guitar. And I'm like, dude, that's the prescription I've been waiting for. And it's working. And now that I've been in the gym for, hell, I don't know, a couple of years now, doing things I figured out just on my own mostly, definitely gotten better and stronger and faster.
Well, you're going
to start throwing cars around. How are you guys? So when I start throwing cars around, I'll make a video for you.
I used to have that soundbite on here somewhere.
I know we did.
Walter throwing cars. I'd love to see that because it might make me think about getting
a car,
an arm that can. No, an arm that can throw a car. It'd be kind of cool.
Ooh, make sure it's your offhand.
Yeah, obviously.
Don't ask me why. It's too early.
Yeah.
No, I can imagine why.
Oh, I just went back to the call. I see another person has joined us, perhaps. Bender. Don't do that. Sorry, he was apparently on a button. What's up, brother? I just got back to seeing the call itself. I wasn't looking at it. I was clicking down at the little tiny floater.
I think Zack was in here before we started.
I didn't see him
pretty sure
at all because again,
he just been
was
quiet,
jumping back and forth, trying to get to the right chat.
It's okay. Zack works for ICE now. He's got busy shit to do.
No, Zack makes slushies. He works for Icy. You misunderstood.
Oh, yeah, you missed that last E. It probably was a typo. Hi, baby. You come and see me?
I was actually just making that up. Okay, well,
Come on. Come on.
Cats are interesting creatures because of how. And there he is.
What did you say, Zach?
I heard something that was. I heard a couple things yesterday.
Uh-oh.
But one of them said over 25% of Gen Z is bringing their parents with them to go to a job interview.
Not hired. Yeah, not hired.
I know they were.
50% of the parents are checking in with the hiring people.
That's weird. I'm going to say this because I have actually been to job interviews.
It's not children's fault.
Fuck yes, it's both of their fault.
Whoa, but
like blaming the Chinese for not speaking English. It's your fault. It's your fault you don't speak English.
No, it's like if your mom says, "Hey, can I go to a job interview with you that I helped?" No, fuck that. No, stay back. I'll do this on my own. Be my own man.
Yeah, but when you've had a helicopter parent since infancy, that's not how it works anymore. I don't know what's going on, Zach, but you're super muffled and like getting ducked every time one of us talks.
He's trying to be quiet.
Mike, are you trying to keep the that's what I was going to say. Are you trying to keep the volume down for your roommate?
Yeah.
I boosted you a little on my end. It ought not be too bad. Signal was a little wonky. You're cutting in and out a little bit.
When it comes to people, yeah, Zach is a little low, but when it comes to people that are going to be, let's just say they graduate from high school, maybe even college, and then from there, they have to have their parent go with them to a job interview. That would be as embarrassing as if you got dropped off by your mom a half mile from where you live every single day to go to high school. And I saw that happen. Those are the students that, yeah, they had really good grades, but they had no social life. They were just completely, absolutely disciplined by their parents. And guess what nationality they were?
Asian.
They were
American.
Finnish.
No, well, usually Chinese and Korean. In some cases, a little bit of maybe Indian. Everyone else is like, for me, go to school. See you when you get back. Cool. It's a weird
guys,
dynamic.
Y'all gonna have to move. Y'all are in my way completely now.
So I'm going to have to play this soundbite just because I don't know what it is, but I'm intrigued by the name. It's very familiar.
I'm sending you the photocopies plus printouts.
Oh,
because-
yeah. Never mind. I know what that is.
Whoa! Was that Epstein stuff? What the
No.
fuck was
Also
that?
data on it, PDF text. So I wanted to send the stick back first, thought no first look exactly what that is. I can't read English very well, but what I understand is a list of abducted people's children. They are probably caught and exploited. It is terribly sad. A company Sima runs camps and evaluates children. They offer the adrenochrome and sell it. Disposal means disposal. There are hundreds of pages and I can only recommend a few of them print.
All right, guys, it's been good.
Yeah, it's been good knowing you guys.
Have a good
The stream's
time.
going to be shut down tomorrow or
At best.
tonight.
At best, I might have a SWAT team waiting out there for me when I go to work. Yeah, that was an
I was
email that
actually
we
joking
got once upon a time.
when I said, "Is that Epstein?" And all of a sudden, it was Epstein.
Yeah.
I didn't think that was gonna. I'm not really sure if I should join in anymore after that one. Voice something or other happens.
That was like early AI voices too. That still sounded
I
pretty
don't
decent.
think it matters.
Still sounded pretty decent. I think it does matter. That's a decent program. That's like years ago. Years ago I used that AI voice and still holds up, I think. Better than some of the dumb shit I
Oh,
hear.
I get what you're saying. Okay, so it's okay now. I got you. Sorry, I am. Like I said, I don't smoke weed too often, but when I do, I smoke weed. And tonight, I smoked weed. It's no excuse. I know.
I mean, it's just a poor one.
It is.
Ask me if I've smoked weed already this morning since I've been awake.
Twice, I'm going to say yes.
Yeah. I've dabbed, and I'm just now packing up my
No,
chilling
you
now.
didn't dab this early. No, come on.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Breakfast of Champions, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I could never hang with you guys.
Mm-mm.
There would be no chance.
And I'm a lightweight. I found out while I was in South Carolina.
Right? I think we all did.
Someone, I don't know
I think
what.
we all did. Oh my God.
I don't know how people. For me, if you give me some edibles, I'm fucking done. No more ever kind of situation. Other people, not going to name any names, but can take the strongest doses possible and just fly through it. Just enjoy it.
Do a show almost, it would sound like.
I wasn't pointing any elbows at you, Walter.
No, I'm saying the way you're saying things, it sounds like that's what they could do, maybe like a Superman type situation.
Yes. For me, I can't do that. Edibles, nope, it's out.
Have you relocated? Is that what you're going to do? Stay there? Okay, good. Maybe I can tell you. Nope, now vendor mode. Sorry, I'm having trouble with cats this morning. Oh my God. If I do get hung up, it is definitely not me because I'm trying to maneuver right now and they keep stepping on the everything. I've got 3 weird little tabs that have opened. I think calculator's one of them. Calculator, let me close that. Come on, buddy.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Yep. He left. He's gone.
Okay, I thought it was me for a second.
No, that was all him.
Cat said, all right, you're done.
You're done. Enough of this shit.
Man,
So
I want to get hands on the Ethiopian Bible.
Why?
You know, one of the books in there, I was listening to this documentary on it yesterday. One of the books in there is about the 40 days Jesus was alive and what he said to people, what he told them, what he saw that was going to be coming in the future. You know, they removed this book because he says the church, the ones who wear crosses and use his name, are going to become the corrupt ones.
That
and it goes on to say how people are going to get divided, but it's not going to be like a physical thing. It's going to be a spiritual thing. It's going to be, most of the battle is going to be within. And there is going to be a cleansing of fire, but it's going to be a fire that is going to awaken everyone. Those who are already awake and are helping people are going to be shunned and taken off of talking platforms or whatever. Dude, like the stuff that they were saying is crazy. If it's true, that's why I want to read the Ethiopian Bible, the books. There's like 22 books in it extra.
So
the
the
Council of Nicaea in 325 decided, oh, these books don't belong in our Bible. But the Ethiopians kept the original and passed it down. Crazy
That's what I
stuff,
found.
dude. It was just getting home about so much of the shit that's going on today about, you either go one way or the other, and you go hard. You either go into a life of depravity and, evil wickedness, or you see the evil and the wickedness and you point it out and you want to be good. Like, yeah, there's very little middle ground, he said, when the end times are going to come. It's not going to be like the end of mankind. It's going to be the end of the wicked ruling. So, dude, the whole Bible the book of Revelations and this and that, blah, blah, blah. I don't care what John said. I want to hear from the guy that died and came back to life. And hear what he says about Revelation to come. Not some guy that died in prison well after Jesus was dead. What was it, 60, 70 years after or whatever? I don't know. It's just crazy.
All right, I got a question in regards to that.
True.
Because people have asked me this in the past. If I am unsure if Jesus Christ was a real person at all, I'm going to flat out admit that. But if he was, cool, thumbs up, I will accept it. But then from there, it's like he was the epitome of God, essentially. So people have asked me if I was able to sit down with Jesus, knowing that he is actually the Son of God, like what kind of conversation would I have with him? Just kind of sitting down and drinking some tea, having a beer, whatever. What do you talk to him about? See, I don't know the answer to that.
Well, I think you buried the lead there. Jeez, y'all hear that thunder? Maybe not.
I did hear that.
Oh, wow.
No, we hear
My goodness, that is.
I got a storm
Especially
rolling
over the
in.
microphone. That's pretty intense.
Yeah, with no noise cancellation on your end, so they might not have heard it on
I
YouTube.
know what I would do. I would run to the kitchen real quick and come back and say, "Hey, G, look, I got some oregano here.
Put it in a pipe and smoke it."
Well, presto changeo you've done in the past there. I was just wondering how to run up.
That. Oh. Get some Italian seasoning.
There you go. See, it's not that you're sitting down with the Son of God, as amazing as it is, but I think you're ignoring what they consider the triune factor. Because you're not only sitting down with the Son of God, but you're sitting down with God himself. So now you've got a whole bunch of new questions you can ask.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
Did you say like or why?
Why? Why am I here?
Oh, why? That's just a good question. Just general. Dude, why? Just why? Jesus Christ, what the fuck?
And everything. Why?
How?
What?
My sister told me a story years ago. Well, my sister told me a story years ago when she was babysitting, and it was like this. My sister was, I don't know, 16 or something, and this young girl, maybe 5 or 6.
Come see me. Come see.
And my sister, she said that every single thing that she told to the girl, the answer was why. Didn't matter if it was like, go clean your room, or it's time for a nap, or let's go out and play, or something like that. It was why. I started thinking about that. There's almost no question whatsoever. There's very few questions. You can't just answer with why.
Oh, baby, come see me. It's okay. Come on, Cleo.
Yeah, but what kind of asshole answers a question with another question?
It's a child.
And an attorney.
Oh, I suppose.
It really is sort of that eternal question that defines the child's curiosity, that perpetual question of asking why for everything.
Do you scratch it?
And I think it's really one of the important things as a parent.
Come see me, baby.
One of the things that drove me nuts as a child, I can remember the frustration as a very young child being told, because I said so. Because I'm the parent.
I'm not sure if Walter knows he's hot micing with his kitty
love.
love.
I didn't. Somebody turned on the mic for me. That's what I'm trying to settle
Kitty
down
love.
for. I'll probably
There's a
get
song
hung
for
up
that.
on again, too.
Gotta get out your guitar and do a little kitty love thing, kind of like bubbles and.
Oh, I sing to them all the time. Y'all miss it. I'll have to start recording for you.
All right.
Man, you know Bubbles is like Chomo, or I don't want to say the wrong thing when talking about it, but yeah, he got caught doing something with kids.
I wouldn't deny it. He's also a hardcore pro jibby jabby in the shoulder situation.
Aren't they Canadian?
Unfortunately.
There's
No,
a certain percentage of Canadians you can expect to just fall headlong into that brainwashing mind. I mean, the Americans were the same.
Nova Scotia. Nova Scotia, eh?
I've been to Nova Scotia. Once upon a time.
I've never been to Canada.
Been to a
Here's
handful
some
of
good news, maybe. NASA's asteroid-smashing DART spacecraft hit so hard it changed its target, Space Rock's orbit around the sun. This is like 3 days in a row. We're fucking A. Space.com is saving our lives.
How big was DART? Like, I've seen Armageddon, the movie, and I listened to Billy Bob Thornton explain why the fuck this wouldn't work, and why they had to go drill down and plant nuclear explosives at the core of the asteroid to save Earth.
It's you have to drill down, and it takes Bruce Willis and a bunch of drunks.
Smashing DART into one of these things, what he said, be like shooting a BB gun at a Mack truck. Or something to that effect.
A BB gun at something like that. Yeah, they use the analogy of if you put a nuke on the outside of it, it's going to be like a firecracker on the outside of your hand. But you put it inside of your hand, and your wife will be opening up your ketchup bottles for the rest of your life. Or something along that lines. But anyways, yeah, thank God that this CGI image that we're being shown on space.com, spacecomedy.com, I should actually just rename it that. It doesn't even tell you how big it is.
Well, no, they don't want you doing that math.
78 oregano leaves.
78. Oregano leaf is about 3 millimeters. Okay, so we're coming up
before you grind them up.
Before, I think that would be after. It's pretty small.
Yeah, about 7 or 8 millimeters, if not bigger.
Oh, there's some grainy footage of it. Oh, it's gotta be real. Holy shit. It's like 240p at best. I don't get why we have here on Earth the most sophisticated type of telescopes and video rendering equipment available. And these space programs have access to all of that. Yet they give us this bullshit grainy stuff. And if it's not bullshit grainy, it's completely just both of them are just stupid. It's like, well, this is just artist renditioning, or what do they call it? Renditioning. And the other one is like, oh yeah, someone with a crayon drew this yesterday. I don't know. Well, some people like to go to Disneyland.
Truth. Some people like tuna salad.
Tuna? Is that a real thing? Tuna salad?
It's crazy.
Yep.
You know, it's not all just upbringing. And I was brought up with somebody and, you know, raised by, oh no, I guess it could be. But she went and got her final raising, like her teenage years. She moved in with her dad. I bet that's where she got it from. So like me and I have a family member, we're like polar opposites. My little sister, we grew up together. We're kind of on the same page about most things. But my other one, she might as well have blue or purple hair. It's, and it's just the whole lack of logic being used. It has nothing to do with logic and everything to do with emotions against the orange man. That's all it is. That is all it is. I heard someone use my cancer logic the other day. If Trump cured cancer, there'd be people out there defending cancer. Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Okay, you guys were still hearing me. I thought it was connected from in the truck, and you guys weren't hearing me. I was just talking to myself.
Talking to an empty cab.
No, we're listening to you. It's just, I thought that was the punchline of cancer. And I was like, bowel cancer? Like, what's going on?
No, I've used that before, right? I've used this saying that, you know, it's not, people aren't against what Trump does, they're against Trump. So whatever he does, they're against. Just like whatever he does, there's people that say it's the right move. So if Trump cured cancer, there would be people out there defending cancer, saying cancer cells lives matter because they hate Trump. That's one of my family members. And there's other people who defend Trump, you know, to the death. He could be sitting there shooting little kids in the head right here in front of you. Well, he's doing that for a good reason. He wouldn't do anything to hurt it, you know? It's a derangement syndrome. I've never seen this before with any person at this magnitude of a level. So many people, like, all in one way or another, when they've never even met the man. Most of them don't even listen to him speak, just hear what other people say about him. It's crazy, dude.
I know what you're talking about, and it's not just about Trump. It's about, I think, most, if not all, politicians. I don't know how it was back when FDR was doing the whole president thing, but that was when people had basically radio to listen to, and if they had TV at all, I don't even think TV came out during his presidency. That's what they knew about him. What people told the public, and then what he said over the radio. People could listen to the president. Ooh, wow. That was like the form of digital newspaper. And now, what we have is the internet, where you can basically just say and do anything. And people will go along with it. This is why I'm still saying I am going to fuck with the system and run for president in the next election. I have no idea how it's going to work out. I'm still working on the logistics on it, but there's no fucking chance I'm going to get elected. But I think everyone here that's listening to my voice should do this. Just fuck with the system for a bit. What's going to happen? You won't get elected. There's pretty much a 0% chance that anything negative is going to happen to you. The only positive thing I think would happen is, you know what? It goes on my resume. I ran for president. It can also be a bad thing, too. Or you can rephrase it. I was a presidential candidate. See? Euphemisms. Use them to your advantage.
So what do you think it takes to actually qualify for having run for president? Is it like being a presidential candidate? Is it like being a trans woman?
Oh, what? Oh, that's dirty.
Like, well, do you just have to identify as such to be the thing?
Oh, that's actually not a bad idea. I can already identify as the president and then run for president.
Well, you're already just sort of identifying as a candidate. Like, what is it that would have made you a candidate other than you just simply saying, I'm a candidate?
I really don't know. And I guess I'm going to find out the hard way.
Probably so. Once they start the controlled opposition research.
Yeah, once I start getting some people like Marlboro or something, like, hey, Andrew. Oh, potential President Baker. Like, what do you want to do? Like, when you want to run on this thing, here's $500,000. Oh, fuck. I'd probably just drop out of the campaign at that point. As soon as I start getting donations, nah. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. You could always just refuse them. No.
Yeah.
I'd just say go ahead, drop out. That makes more sense.
Yeah, I just drop out. Otherwise, yeah.
So if I donate to you now, then you would never actually have to even try to be a candidate.
What? Hold on. Let's talk money now. What do you got?
Well, it's the donation part, isn't it? Or is it just an amount? So you're okay taking some donations. It's only donations that are above a certain amount. Now, is that per donation? So that you can stack donations and get a larger grand total? Or do you just cap the grand total? And we have to divide that amongst the number of donations.
Josh is pigeonholing me. Come on. Help me out.
Whoa. I'm in chicks.
I never thought.
Pigeonhole yourself.
All right.
Anyway, I think the answer to Regina's question earlier was it's the entire length. She was wondering what the length of the string was. And I just thought it was important she know that it's the whole thing. The whole entire thing. But then there's lots of love and prayers and healing vibes going out there to Regina too. She's going to have a biopsy done on her tongue. So let's pray that everything comes out okay there. Aussies are worried about conscription. How does that work? Do women get conscripted in Australian military? Because that's one of the benefits of being a woman in America. And it seems like it'd be pretty early on for a conscription. Like, seems like you'd have to start running through your standing army that you've got now. And are you out there somewhere suffering major losses as an army in a battle somewhere, whereupon now you need to start conscripting your civilian population? That just seems a little weird.
I think that some ladies need to join into the voice chat once in a while. It's okay, ladies. Josh doesn't bite.
Yes, I
very
do.
Much. Not very much. Just, little nibble here and there.
Mm-hmm. I'll bite you on the back.
Well, now it's
right
I'm
on
out
your shoulder.
on that one.
I'll bite you by the scruff of your neck.
All right.
All right.
All right, so this whole bullshit that's going on right now in Iran, I know it's like the talk of the town kind of thing. I think it's...
Doesn't have to be, though.
Yeah. I think it's going to be over in 2 weeks, in my opinion. It's going to draw a conclusion, and then it's going to be back to the Epstein files, and after that, Hillary and Bill Clinton are going to hang themselves in a prison cell, and it's really weird shit that she's this circle of nonsense that keeps the 24-hour news cycle, which it's always sunny in Philadelphia. They did a really great episode about that, the 24-hour news cycle. I just think it's just to the point where people become so numb to this information. I don't even know if it's worth paying attention to anymore. The only thing that I know of right now that I think is worth looking into is the situation and why the fuck the gas prices have gone up by 50 cents in the last week. Like, all right. But then again, I don't know. There's nothing I can do about it.
There's a lack of confidence in the ability to move goods through the Strait of Hormuz. They're worried Iran's going to shut it down. They don't want to start pumping tanker or big old shipping container boats through there and have them get sunk or attacked or things like that. And so far things are, sort of moving. Although I heard there were some ships were still stacking up. But, that's what it is. There's just a lack of confidence in the ability to efficiently move goods through the Strait of Hormuz there in the Persian Gulf.
I guess.
There was talk of using the Navy to start escorting some of these things to get through the strait safely, just to make sure, just in case. And last I heard, they were still sort of checking on the logistical aspects of doing that while still maintaining a fighting force.
Apparently, according to
presence.
Laura there in chat, they have shut it down.
Well, that'll do it.
To me, it just seems so weird because there's these oil tankers that are very, very expensive just by themselves, plus with the oil that they have on them, are just kind of sitting there stagnant. Maybe some of them don't, some do, it doesn't really matter. It's the point of, that's the merchant marines, which are technically protected by the U.S. Navy in dire situations like this. And it's not just the U.S. that's helping do that. It's Russia and China, because those oil tankers are going to multiple countries. And if there's this rogue, well, sorry, not rogue, this country, Iran, who's saying, well, we can fire rockets at anything that moves through that area. Yeah, I'm not buying it, because all it takes is for one aircraft carrier just to fly air missions over an area and just bomb the living fuck out of anything that's within range of attacking those oil tankers. And it would be well justified through pretty much most country that needs the oil. That's why I'm not buying it. No fucking way. There's something else behind it.
Well, I know when things get dicey like this over there in the Middle East, as they tend to do, insurance companies start offering insurance for passing through the Strait of Hormuz, and just in case you don't make it, you get to insure all your shit, I guess.
Oh, yeah, like Lucky Larry Silverstein.
Exactly.
9/11.
Yo.
Yeah. Lucky Larry. Isn't there a song on that?
There was a video game called Leisure Suit Larry, but I don't think that's the same.
Oh, you know about that? Holy shit. That was back when, like, pornography started turning into video games. Well, or vice versa. Yeah, it was just a pimp walking around in like a cashmere suit or something like that. It was an awesome game.
No, that was a leisure suit.
Is it like cashmere or something? I don't know what it was. But...
Crushed velvet, if you knew what you were doing.
Something. All right. Well, don't worry. We're going to war. I don't know. Or something. But yet, there's no risk of asteroids hitting us. We're good to go on that one. Because they just keep splitting up for some reason.
We can throw a dart at it.
And that, well, yeah, that's according to space.com and NASA. Yeah, shoot a little, billiards when you got some free time. Throw a dart at the board and you might hit an asteroid. Problem solved.
No problem for us.
Gentlemen, I'm heading out. Have a great night. I'll be listening on YouTube.
All right, dude. You have yourself a great rest of your day, Andrew. Thanks for hopping in.
Until next time, cheers.
Toodles.
Proven beyond any doubt that there's never been a Jesus and there's never been a globe.
For you.
And no, not for me. It's a fact. It has been proven. Proven. No, not for me. Jesus the historical is a satanic lie. Not for me, okay?
So, Santos, do you think there are people out there that would say that it is a proven fact that he did exist? Do you think the opposite stance exists?
Hey, listen, whoever that dumb fuck is who said, for you, I want him off this panel or I'm off. Understand?
I think it's probably best you leave. And
I was about to say, I think it sounds like...
I didn't want to know.
See you later.
Yeah, my goodness.
That's too bad.
I mean, I think that needs to be included in every single conversation as to whether or not Christ is a historical figure.
Indeed. Oh, wow. Are we on the show still? What happened? I just got back to the call.
I think we lost Zack is the issue. Zack and Andrew within moments of each other. Yeah.
That's what I wondered. Like, did something happen that I missed? I was actually in the middle of closing tabs I had open, and one of them began to play, and I couldn't figure out what it was. And I remembered, oh, that's right. I have the unstoppable YouTube. I have to find that little drop thing, and there it was. And when I came back, everybody was gone. I finally had to run the cats off. They were getting a little out of control. And one of them started chewing up pin tops over here in my cup just endlessly, so I had to get her out of there, and then he just wouldn't be still. He kept moving everything, mice and the buttons so I've had to relocate them. So you may not get any more kitty cam this morning, anyone. I apologize. Hope you had the double shot and enjoyed it.
Double shot, leave some room.
I still got too much stuff. Oh, I had this open for reasons. Here, guys, I know you guys get hit up a lot and you don't have to do anything except send prayers. But a buddy of mine I played a lot of guitar with in my younger days has had some health things going on. His daughter in the post probably explains it better than me, but apparently just found out recently that he had stage 4 cancer, brain tumor, all surgery, all kind of bad things happen at once. So luckily we have a great community here locally, and you guys as well. So it looks like since this has been founded, she's upped the top end of it a couple of times now. So you guys are awesome. Thank y'all for helping. I'm gonna drop it again just to share it out for everyone else that you have a minute. See if they can help. Well, I want it. I'm hitting. I bet if I do share and do it that way, maybe. Yeah, there we go. Because the link I keep getting is too big when I copy paste the top up there. But if you follow the directions, it works so much better. I think. Let's see if this works. And paste that. Yeah, there's a usable link. All right. And again, much prayers, much big hugs. It's all going to work out, Regina.
So Zack might be having some connection issues.
Right. Looks like Piney's cats are kind of cantankerous this morning too. It's not that they were being overly cantankerous until she started chewing up all the pins in my cup. And I don't care if she chews the pins up. It's the fact that she'll probably loosen one, and then suddenly I'm trying to figure out how to do a Heimlich on my kitten or my cat. Because when she starts chewing stuff, she's the worst offender. Josh can tell you early on when it was just he and I in the call. She started out in on a little pile of napkins I had left over from pizza last night that I'm sitting here with. She grabbed them and started chewing away. Like, she don't just unroll the toilet paper roll. When I come in there, like half of it's been eaten. So, and they don't need that. They don't need anything in them. So, other than little vittles and a couple of treats every now and again. Other than that, anything they eat can be a problem. I didn't know the terror of them swallowing a hair tie until just recently. Some video came by with Jackson Galaxy going, hey guys, I know it's cute when your cat's playing and jumping and chasing a hairband around the room, but let me show you a few pictures. Like, no. Yeah, so definitely just be careful if your cats are into chewing on stuff. Ripley, who hasn't made an appearance yet this morning, will eat tinfoil. So much for putting tinfoil on the counter. Keep them off. But anyway, yeah, they're all
you guys
out of control. There he is.
Have you heard any more about what's coming out in the files? About jerky?
No. Oh, yeah, I saw something. Yeah.
Oh, dude. I guess Ellen is one of the biggest consumers of jerky out there.
Sounds right.
So what is the answer? What do we do with these people?
43. Are we 42? 43? 42.
Like, what should we do?
Yeah.
Or what
right.
will they do? He probably thought,
right.
More connection issues. He's gone. I mean, I think we should give them all due process, then shoot them in the head.
Dude, it keeps cutting out. I don't know what's going on.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I think they should be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. I don't think any of it will happen.
Well, yeah, that's my... Yeah, like, they're not going to do anything, of course. Like the police policing themselves, they found they've done nothing really that wrong. And you all can't survive without us here, so we're just not going to get in trouble for it. So what should be done?
What should be done after we realize they're not going to do anything?
Yeah.
I think they should be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. Them too.
Countries are doing something.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the people who aren't prosecuting them, I think they should be prosecuted as well.
That's what I said. I said that early on. They've been sitting on this information for 20 fucking years. They're like, oh yeah, here's all the shit we didn't do. Here's all the evidence that we don't do our fucking job. Or like Epstein's attorney said, well, shit, if I'd have known if he was actually going to be Mossad, I could have gone to the president and gotten him off without any time served. And Piers Morgan says, well, wait a minute. You mean you can run a child sex trafficking ring if you're part of the fucking intelligence agencies? And the attorney hemmed and hawed for a second, and then he just says, yeah. Yep, that's exactly right. If we decide you can do it, you can do whatever the fuck you want. And it's more evidence that whoever has the guns gets to say so.
Yep.
That's what the law is. Doesn't matter what's written down on the paper. It looks fancy. It's got cool handwriting. But at the bottom line, it don't mean shit. Unless you got the guns.
Yep.
And the requisite strength to operate the guns and carry all the ammunition and operate those guns for long periods of times and take them apart and clean them and then put them back together. And when they break, manufacture new ones.
It's a whole thing.
It really is.
Oh, I can't stand people that get on the highway and they just pull up next to you and then go the same speed.
Yep.
It's like, dude, I'm here. I'm on cruise control, all right? I'm not speeding up. I'm not slowing down. You need to figure out how you're going to get on here around me. You saw me. You saw me coming. You could have sped up or you could have slowed down, but no, I'm not touching my cruise control. Cruising. Usually try to ride the middle lane. But sometimes you're the next exit. It's like, shit, I don't want to get over. I got to get off here. Oh.
Yeah, big pine of those dumb fucks that won't ride right next to you. They want to ride just in your blind spot.
Drives me nuts, dude.
Hate driving. Driving sucks.
So I'm going back to work with that one foreman that I get stuck in traffic working. He requested that I come back. Like, let them try somebody else, dude. Don't put me back there. But I do good work, so I get penalized for it. I mean, it's work. I can't complain. They're paying me. Has orders picked up at your job, Josh? Are they hiring more people or anything noticeable since the whole Iran thing started?
Not since the whole Iran thing started. We've been ramping up for the last year or so. Basically, it's what you can build and
knowledge.
For whom you can build is basically dependent on how secure you can keep information. The more secure your policies and procedures in regards to keeping information secure and things like that, then the larger contract, the bigger companies, they call them primes. Those are your Lockheed Martins, all those big PMCs that are out there that do this sort of manufacturing that they then subcontract out to people like us. So because we're getting away from the older sort of military equipment that sort of the company was their bread and butter, really. Because everything else is advancing, so are the contracts that we're taking and the equipment that we're building. So we're getting a lot more, what the fuck? It's, not the military industrial, it's the space industrial complex. So now we're building more shit like that. Aerospace. What the fuck? Why couldn't I come up with that word?
Part.
I'm going to be shit in about 25 years. God bless my son. He better get rich. But yeah, the aerospace industry. So we're doing more aerospace work. Or at least trying to get more aerospace work. And when you're dealing work with the primes, they don't just come and look at you and give you a nice big fat contract. They start you off small, and it takes a while to build up that reputation with them, making sure you can deliver quality products and on time. Because that's the type of thing where you run a late contract and you just don't get any more with the primes. There are companies falling over themselves trying to get work.
Yeah.
With those big private military contractors. So if you don't hack it, they just move on. They don't. It's not an issue for them.
Next.
Yep.
Nope. Big stack of papers to choose from.
So we've actually done really well there. That's a lot of the stuff I had been doing was sort of some of that early work. Those first articles, making sure that we can actually perform the work that they request. So that's sort of where I'm stuck now, is doing work for some of these primes, which is just a little bit tedious. But it's all right. It's work. Can't complain.
It still just blows my mind. Like, I'm sorry, I'm still thinking about the Ethiopian Bible. Like, that's one thing I was always looking for in the Bible. Yeah, they say he got up and walked for 40 days and then went up. But what did he say when he was here for 40 days? Like, what, you know? What were all the messages? Yeah, it was just.
There is a whole denomination of Christians that only follow the red letters.
Yeah. And there's a whole other book of Revelations that came from the mouth of Jesus Christ, and they left that out. That might be worse than Hannibal Lecter marrying Clarice at the end of Hannibal. That's just crazy to me. And they say it's Ethiopia's done a real good job passing down. It's like the oldest Christian settlement on earth in Ethiopia. But yeah, I want to get my hands on those words, see what they say. But yeah, when he was explaining, like, the end time wasn't going to be a lake of fire that burned everybody. The fire is going to be, I think, like a sign from the Creator to wake everybody up on earth. Like, hey, I'm here, I'm real. Everything you've been told is bullshit and a lie. You start listening to these people over here who've been screaming it at you for the last decade.
So this is one that really was the issue for me that I always got in trouble with my mom when I would be asking these questions in Sunday school, because, you know, her dad, my grandfather, was the preacher there at the church that I was causing all these ruckus at by asking all these questions. One of my questions was, well, if God loves us, why would he put us in the lake of fire? And at that early age, it was explained to me that that wasn't technically how it would all go down. And I was given a very, you know, dumbed down, childlike explanation. But when I got older, I was really like still intrigued to go like, okay, it doesn't make sense to me. You know, again, let's do some digging. And so luckily I had a professor in college where I attended a Christian liberal arts college. And I was required to take certain classes. And the guy who wrote our textbook about Old Testament was this really great professor whose name is eluding me. I just can't pick it up. It's too early. But anyway, you think you're going to be bad 25 years. Give me 10, Josh. Anyway. So it's not eternal punishing. I'm in fire. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, I'm in fire. Ow. It's not that for the rest of eternity. It is eternal punishment. You are eternally done with. You are eliminated. It is the second death, is what it's referred to as in a certain book of Revelation that I can't recall because, again, it's too early in the morning. But it's you know, first the Antichrist and I don't remember if it was Lucifer or Satan, whichever name they called, you know, in the book, whatever it was, they would be first, and then the false prophets would be next, and then those whose name were not in the book of life would also be cast there, but it would be the second death. And as I got a little more esoteric in my knowledge growing up and going into other religions and other things and reading about it, it became quite apparent to me that what that meant is you're not here anymore. Like, you're not even a spirit that can be reanimated or reincarnated or any of that. You're done. You're gone. You're the second death, the final, like, is absolvement of what you exist as. So it's that's my digging it up and digging through crap all these years, you know. And as I find more things throughout our explorations, like the fact that Enoch talked about certain stars that were assigned certain paths in the sky, and when they decided not to follow those paths, they would be cast down into a fucking lake of fire. I was like, whoa, okay, that's kind of crazy shit. As though they were living entities who were able to, you know, rebel against their directives. Anyway, but yeah, that was my understanding of the whole lake of fire thing anyway. But there are many things I'm I'm sure not read, and the Ethiopian Bible being one of them. Now, that being said, I have dug quite deeply into the Apocrypha, which is the group of books that were removed from the, I guess, King James, quote unquote, version, the demonology version of the Bible. But yeah, there's so many things that's been removed for our good. But it all basically, to me, just comes back to control, distraction, division being the biggest part of all this, as we talked about quite earlier in the show there. Yeah, anything to keep people at arms and trying to figure shit out when all they should be doing is relaxing into the spirit of who they really are and how we all came to be here and all that. But yeah, distract. Agreed, Ian. Definitely it is all about a version of control.
I love traffic. I love you.
I'm sure you do. Oh, there you go. And Daz, as I'm backtracking, he brings up another point that occurred to me probably, preteens, maybe teens, digging in with my dad on his side when he flipped the switch and went completely nuts with the whole Bible and church thing. And it was the fact that, okay, so we've got to figure it out. Us right here in this little room. This room full of people, and we eat our little cracker. Not, we weren't really, but at Easter time, we got some little crackers and grape juice. And so we got to figure it out. And all them other people are going to hell. Everybody, we got to figure it out, and everybody's going to hell. Now, what if these other people didn't know how to read, never been exposed to a Bible or a church or a preacher, so they're just fucked. They're just done. Fuck you. You don't have a chance.
That was always my question, too. Like what? So these people never heard of Jesus, so
right.
They're just damned for the eternity.
Well, that's why missionaries are so important, Zach, because they can get that word out there.
Oh, I get it. Okay. Yeah, that was one of my questions too, and they were like, "Yeah, you don't come back to Bible school. You ask too many questions."
Too many questions.
Make it make sense. That's all I'm asking. Just make it make sense. Oh, man.
Yeah, me too. I tried to get off the mic before I did that.
I woke up at like 1:25 this morning. Like I was late.
That sucks.
That does suck.
Someone left the front porch light on and it makes it kind of look like the sun's out or coming out. I rolled over or something. Saw that light coming through the window. I was like, oh, fuck. Big boost of adrenaline. Yeah, good luck going to bed after that. Oh, man.
What are you putting in your coffee, Big Pine, that you could F it up so bad that you got to dump it out? Too much Bailey's?
Blasphemy.
Man, I dumped a bunch of coffee out not too long ago. My last, before this current cold coffee batch, It just had this weird, almost greasy taste. I can't even explain. And I made Michelle try it and make sure I wasn't just me, taste buds, whatever. She said, "Oh my God, what'd you do?" I'm like, "I didn't do anything. I just freaking made it like I normally do." So I threw that whole batch out. When I knew I couldn't voice it off on her to drink up, then I'm like, "Yeah, that's bad. She'll drink anything." She's like, "It's whatever, coffee, give it to me." But yeah, it was terrible. I threw the whole, like my whole setup, like the filter and the filter bag, because I usually reuse them, a couple of times, or get some life out of them. But nah, chunked those and started over, and this so much better this morning. Oh, so much better. I have been taking it easier though with coffee than I was. No more afternoon coffees. Some mornings I don't even do coffee. I know that sounds like blasphemy to some of you, but yeah, there are days.
I've been curious about the refillable pod. I like the idea of the individual cup of coffee because I dump out quite a bit of coffee just because Dixie don't like old coffee. And I can only drink so fucking much, and I don't drink near as much as I used to, so I just have to throw it out. I just think it'd be better if we could make it a cup at a time. But I hate all those fucking plastic pods everywhere.
Right on.
Well, you just throw them in the garbage when you're done with it. You don't leave it out.
I didn't mean me. I meant in general. Over the globe.
So, I mean, yeah, everyone is like I see posts in chat asking about you found refillable ones. This has been a thing, like, since Michelle bought her first Keurig, that we've got, like, a little tiny redoable pod, a couple of them, purple one, a red one, a green one. And you put your own coffee in there and throw it in the machine. But she just never... I don't know, she said it didn't taste as good. I figured she just didn't want to sit there and spoon coffee into a pot every morning with her eye half open. And I get that. I wouldn't want to either. But then again, I don't like Keurig. The whole concept of Keurig to me just ruins everything coffee's about. The smell, the aroma floating through the house, So, but yeah, she's had that refillable set since I could probably go in there and put my hand on one right now because I was digging around for some stuff to do some baking with and saw one over in the back corner.
What are we doing, semi-truck?
Right, Brian.
Why are we doing 10 miles an hour on the off-ramp?
Brian in chat saying those coffee pods are the reason they had to quit making plastic straws because they needed all that plastic for the pods. Exactly. They're very selective on their plastic hate out there, aren't they?
And I heard the guy that created them, that invented the idea of these fucking plastic single-use pods, are just racked with guilt. Like, he hates the fucking thing because of all the waste.
The fuck out of it. Yeah. And from what I've looked into back when I was trying to convince her of how terrible they really are, it's like, that's basically just sweeping. That's not fresh. It's not just, they didn't grind beans just for your pot. They didn't. Whatever was left in the fucking bottom of that container or that grinder or whatever that's been sitting there drying out. Because I did become a bit of a snob with my cold coffee. I wanted beans that I would grind as I got ready to put them in the water. Literally. I didn't pre-grind them. I didn't do anything. I even kept the beans in a certain type of container to keep them fresher. Once I discovered the amazingness and the difference between ground and beans, I was like, oh, well, there's no other reason. So to then go even another step down from grounds to it just being some old dried up grounds they're going to use to finish up this batch and throw in your little pods, then yeah, I just, again, I get the convenience. I get the eyes are half closed and click and go, but my mom used to set a coffee pot up that would go off in the morning and start making her brewed cup of real coffee, and I would smell that shit waking up, so, or not my mom, actually my dad, my stepmom. So I know that was a thing back in the like 80s, not new, that's been around. You could have that going in the morning for you. again, I get it, the convenience. Now, apparently they're putting out a different system, or it's probably been out a minute, but it's the more premium pod, and they're a little flat, little metallic looking little pod, and it's a better, it's better. Whatever. Now you're paying for a metal pod. That's what you're paying. With coffee sweepings. Coffee sweepings, somebody share it, write that down. For sharing. So Piney's got it, 6-pack of refillable and a brick of Cuban coffee. Is that what is it, Bustelo, something like that? The yellow bag that's real strong, or is this something I don't know about?
I think there's an E in there. I think it's Bustuelo.
Oh, well, whatever. I'm not pronunciating it correctly. I can assure you.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I'm not either. So.
Yes, sir, Caleb. I'm all about an affogato. I don't know how to say that right either, but I love that shit. And I didn't get that one either. I was like, what? Why would you want to fuck up some good ice cream with bitter ass coffee on it? Then I took a bite and went, oh.
Dang, it's 5:30.
Because here in South Louisiana, we have amazing ice cream accessibility with Bluebell homemade. And then, while I don't personally prefer it, the big coffee here is Community. I found some beans by them that was all good. What?
That's the big coffee there? Is Community coffee?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, outside of New Orleans.
Oh, really? Man, I guess that makes sense. I've just never been a big fan.
No, me neither. That's what I'm saying. It's not one of my favorites at all.
Around here, that's mainly going to be your, big institutional use coffee.
Bro, they blew it up. They definitely took off and became a national brand.
But even then, it's like the low end.
Yeah.
If you need cheap coffee by the bulk, you get Community.
And I said New Orleans. Actually, I think it's Baton Rouge, maybe. Not New Orleans. I'm trying to think. Okay. Look it up, make sure I'm not crazy that it was New Orleans. Yeah, yep. Brand founded in 1919, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, by Henry Norman Cap Saurage, or Saurage, or I don't know, one of those French names I can't say. Yeah, that is state coffee, boy. Don't be fucking with Community.
I
They
don't.
have a thing here called CC's, which is the community coffee,
Coffee shop.
what's the place's coffee shop? Thank you. There's a word for it. There's another word, not just coffee shop. There's a word. Anyway,
Cafe.
that's whatever. Let's not point out how dumb I can't talk this morning. Too much more. Anyway, yeah, it's their local, you come sit and drink some of that nasty. And I don't again, there's only literally one bean that I found by them that I like, and it's hard to come by. So I just don't get it, how they've opened up so many, because you get their little frozen coffee thing and it's terrible. I guess their hot coffee might be good. I don't know. I don't drink hot liquids.
Don't mind me. I'm just trying to break up some weed.
I got you. What, Regina? Beware of ice cream that isn't wrapped in plastic due to the trend on TikTok of people spitting and licking the top of ice cream in a container. Yeah, okay. I will definitely keep that in mind. However, pretty sure most of the ones that I can think of in my head that are covered with that little plastic film on top are ice creams you want to steer clear of. If you don't know this, do not ever buy nor consume Breyer's ice cream. You want to know why? Go buy one. Pull that plastic film off. Maybe get a little warm water on the sides before you open it. Then take that plastic off, and then dump that whole big square chunk of cream on a plate. And then come back in a few hours. And then you'll understand why you don't buy fryers.
You got to be, have a real high reading retention, I think, when you're at ice cream shopping, because so many of them offered like frozen dairy dessert.
Oh, yeah.
And they put that shit right next to ice cream.
Most of it. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What is frozen dairy dessert?
Exactly. What indeed? Why can't you call that ice cream? What did you do to it that you can't just say this is ice cream?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I'd try that. Nope.
Yeah, it's a little frightening.
How about partially coagulated, gelatinated, non-dairy, gum-based beverages? That's basically what you get as you're getting a shake or a whatever it. Yeah, Krusty Burger. No, that's what they called it for their shakes. A
Krusty Burger.
But definitely, I don't mess with anything anymore except Bluebell, and it is straight up just peel up a big round cardboard lid with a cellophane window so you can see what the ice cream looks like in top. There is no plastic. I'll suffer with a little leakage. What? Suffer with leakage? Somebody please write these down for sharing. Bulletproof ice cream. Interesting.
What's your go-to flavor, Walter?
I'm so like just plain Jane. I don't want shit in my ice cream. I don't want nothing I gotta chew while I'm eating ice cream. I don't want chocolate that doesn't melt until I'm done eating the cream part. Now I got a mouthful of cold chocolate I'm trying to soften up enough to enjoy. Hate all that. Every now and again I'll get maybe a little swizzle of some kind of topping of a chocolate variety or whatever, but usually it's going to be their homemade vanilla, because truly it is. There's nothing like it. Like, there is no ice cream like that. My brother and them that have moved to Oregon, they're sad because they can't. He paid like $85 a container to have some Bluebell shipped over there. That's how bad it is anywhere else. And they would try everything. They would try every brand, trying to get it close, and it's just, it's not happening. And it is real vanilla bean, blah blah blah, all that kind of, absolutely. When you read the ingredient list, it's basically what Uncle Quentin would have put in his ice cream.
That's chocolate.
That being said, well, that's where I was going next. That being said, their chocolate's not to sneeze at, and what they do is they have this one called the Great Divide, and so it's half chocolate, half vanilla in the same bucket, and like there's this little ecstatic little area there in the middle where if you scoop a spoon just right and take that bite, it's the most ecstatic mixing. Something about the chocolate pops that vanilla, but something about that vanilla pops that chocolate, and there's nothing like it.
You know when you get it right. I think there's a blue spark that happens when you get the mixture just right. So it's always best to scoop it in the dark so you can see when the blue spark happens, and you know you got that perfect balance.
You got that right. Bye. Once you scoop out that little trough down the middle, you spend the rest of that bucket trying to scoop enough chocolate and enough vanilla off each side of the wall to make it close, but it's never the same as those first couple of scrapes.
And that's how you know I've been into the ice cream, licking the top of it, because there's a trough down the middle.
There is a trough right in the middle. Yep.
I don't do it just like a one and done. I go at it like a thirsty dog in the summer.
You know, reading Caleb's chocolate recipe here, 1 part cacao powder, 1 part raw cocoa. Wait, cacao or cocoa, cacao. Anyway, butter and 1 part raw honey. Sounds amazing. I have a homemade ice cream recipe that's been passed down through generations. And it's very bad for you. It's full of sugar and lots of cream and half and all kind of stuff. But it is ecstatic. And to the point that, like, when I was younger and couldn't stop making it, every freaking chance I got, people would try it. And then literally people would, like, come to the house with a can of evaporated. Dude, I got the evaporated milk. Can we make some? I'll pay for the rest if we can go make some ice cream. Oh, yeah, that's good shit. I wish I could make some for y'all. Maybe at the next meetup I'm at, I'll bring an ice cream freezer.
You'll know Walt. He'll be in the van playing creepy music.
Right. Creepy music.
Or Joe Satriani.
No, I had a hand cranked one.
Or it'll be the white van playing Joe Satriani trying to sell ice cream.
Hey, baby. Right. Hey, baby. Good morning. Mama's here, and I'm getting groomed all of a sudden. Hey, baby. You miss Daddy? Yeah, you miss her, Daddy? You're such a sweetie. I can't move to let you guys see her doing this, but she rarely grooms me like this. This is so, hey, baby.
That is fun.
Hey, sweetie pie.
Like, that wasn't the name that was in my head. I don't know how it came out. Mark Tremonti is what was in my head. I don't know how Joe Satriani came out my mouth.
I knew where you were at. And you were just as equal with that.
It was right there.
Joe, as I do Mark.
I knew exactly who it was.
They both got that auntie in it.
And I think it's maybe because you've put up a couple Satriani videos, I think, haven't you?
Oh, yeah, I have.
Probably where my wires were getting crossed.
Yep. That's actually how my niece deduced to get me a Joe Satriani guitar strap for Christmas, by going to my channel and seeing that I had put up a couple of songs by him. I'm like, well, that was very deductive and awesome of you, because I sure love Joe Satriani. Hey, mama. Hey, baby. Rizzo said good morning. She's the latecomer. I've seen everybody else almost. Yeah, hell. Here, come over here. Come over here. Yeah, now, they don't want to see your butt. City girl. There she is. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hold on to you. If she thinks I'm grabbing her to do medicine, that's not going to happen. She gets upset when Daddy grabs her by the scruff. Yeah, you don't like that OPD stuff. No. So when I get around her neck, she gets all whiny. Whiny, huh? Yeah, the whiny girl. Come over here. Yeah, say hey. Hey, everybody. That's your sweetie. Oh, goodness. That's my troublemaker. Yeah, she's the start of all of it. Yeah, she's the start of all the cat madness. Yeah. There, I'm getting groomed again. Are y'all seeing this? Oh, my baby.
They love their daddy.
Oh, that sweetie. Oh, goodness. Man, I love her. You marking me? I'm yours. Daddy's yours. Okay, I'll be yours. Guess that's it. She's out of here, she said. Or no, she's nosing around for something over there. Ain't no telling. I guess you guys don't need to. Oh, is she coming back? Yeah, she's coming back. Hey, baby. Oh, goodness. Yeah.
Dude, these WNBA chicks are gonna protest themselves right out of the league. You lose $15 million a year. No, they're like protesting right now. 80%.
No, but you talking about the NBA players? Chicks is the flashback, because
it just popped back up. I guess they're like in their negotiations, and shit's supposed to start soon, and 80% of them don't have contracts with the team. There's 2 new teams that have 0 players on them because they're not signing contracts right now until shit gets blah, blah, blah. They pay me what you owe me. Okay, here's a bill for the money you owe us for playing on the courts and having concession stands and all this shit.
Right.
Because you've lost money.
That's sort of the epitome of the DEI mentality.
It is. You lose money. You don't have a sport. You have a charity. This isn't a job. It's a charity. And you're the welfare recipient of that charity.
Well, I just don't think...
and play your basketball that nobody cares to watch and get paid more than most Americans.
Well, why should my income be based on the amount of revenue that I generate? I feel like I'm worth as much as regular NBA players. I feel it in my heart. I'm worth exactly as much.
I love when they say stuff like, it's just as good of a game, it's just as exciting. It's like, no. Do you think those guys back in the 40s and 50s were getting paid big money? No, because they were sitting there doing boring stuff. Now they came out and started doing the high-flying dunks and alley-oops and all this crazy shit. That's what people want to see. When you hear the crowd go, wow! That doesn't happen at WNBA games very often.
I just heard it described as being a slower, more retarded version of the NBA.
That can't jump. I mean, they want everything right now. You know how many decades guys played pro sports and got paid shit? Like, Cami's dad was all state, all whatever, all nation at basketball. Played in college and everything. Did awesome. Got offered a professional basketball spot and turned it down because he wanted to have a family. And he had to have a real job that made real money. He became an engineer. That was the mentality back in the day. Becoming a professional athlete wasn't a goal.
Because you were playing a fucking game. Like, usually you needed an actual job. You had a job to support your family. And then if you were lucky, you might make a few extra bucks playing a game you enjoyed playing as a child.
Yeah. Now there's a whole industry wrapped around this shit. Industries built on this industry.
Now even the children have name and likeness rights and are getting paid hundreds of thousands of dollars at 19 years old.
That was it. That was the thing that Jesus said that was coming. They're not going to come at you with swords. They're going to come at you with bread and entertainment. They're not going to rule with an iron fist and blah, 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 crack the whip. No, they're going to give you enough bread to survive and entertain you. So you go further away from the creator. And that is definitely happening. We were just talking about it just now. Like you said, it used to be you had a job. This was a game that you played as a child. Now it's used to entertain people. Crazy. I want to read that Bible. At least the red part. I mean, that's like leaving off the end of It's a Wonderful Life. Like, he goes to Pottersville and all that, but he never goes back and, loves on the broken railing post for the staircase and You know, all that stuff. No, that never happened. It just ends right here. We're not going to tell you the end. Well, gents, I hate to cut it short, but I got to get going here.
Well, you have a great rest of your day, Zach.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely, brother. Love you a lot. Be safe.
Love you guys. Oh, yeah. Head on a swivel. I will talk at you Fridays.
Sounds good. Love you. Talk to you Friday.
All right, man.
All right.
Be careful. Love you.
Love y'all.
We do be drawing near.
Y'all, I'm trying to open some videos that host has shared here. Oh. Okay.
Say what you got?
All right, I think kitty time is over. They're all dispersing because they know it's about time to EAT. Our little man will never mind. Every time I spell a word, I can't stop thinking about that song. Sorry. Oh, wait, what? Did I say hey to Louie? I don't know if I did. Hey, Louie, if I didn't type to you already. It's been a crazy cat-filled morning for me, so it's been difficult. And now I've got too many tabs. Hang on.
Heard Spain was getting crazy. I just remember hearing something about Spain recently being weird.
What happened in Spain?
I don't
Weirdly.
remember. I'm trying to remember. It was something. Something weird.
Something weird, I would think. What have I got here? Oh, wow. A deactivated account wanted to talk to me. I didn't know.
That's a missed opportunity, Walt.
I know.
Shout out to Janet, who wants to start a conversation with me on Teams too. Janet, if you really want to have a conversation, maybe drop a little note, little message. Let me know where you know me from. What show did you like? Because I don't recognize your fucking name.
I understand why that's now here. That was from like 2024, apparently. But it was at the top of the chat list thing. I never had seen it there before. Anyway, what do we got? Justin has... Oh, yeah. 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 You see that image Justin just shared? Oh, you probably don't. Let me show y'all something. Justin, I love you to death. Don't get anything wrong about that. Love you to death. However, the abominable picture you just shared. Oh, God. So this is not iced coffee. What you see occurring here is an abomination of nature. For when you mix hot liquids and cold ice, what you come up with is a cup of watered down treacle that is very hard to get out. Is that like a new machine? That's
one that Karen has. And I think he and Melissa just got one of these because it does a pot at a time or a cup at a time, and it's got a milk frother on it.
Yeah, Shells has one of them frother things. I think this might be the exact one she's got, actually, with the little thing in the back. Tank, yeah, it looks like it. the water's back on the back, and the frother comes out the side and goes back in. Yeah, that's the exact one she's got. Ninja. Yeah, we fell in love with their products quite a few years back. Oh man, I'm still sharing. How do I stop? Yeah. If you really want cold coffee, iced coffee, real cold brew, go to get a Toddy system, Toddy, Toddy cold brew system. You will not be able to thank me enough for telling you about it. If you're into cold coffee. If you just want it every now and again, then it's not worth all the effort. But if it's your go-to, you definitely will be able to make a nice week, maybe 5 days, depending on how much you drink. Really, like maybe 3 days if you're like I used to be, because I used to make a pot every 3 days. But I'm stretching them out to a week now, or it's empty. I have to make it more. But yeah, Toddy, cold brew system, Toddy. Tell them Walt sent you. Tell them Walt sent you.
Don't be afraid of a cold toddy.
Right. Not for cold coffee. Okay, you're forgiven then, Melissa. Oh, so it's not cups. I thought it was cups. That's what she does with it, is the K-cup. I don't know what else you do with it, but that's what she does with it.
I got a few minutes.
Oh, sweet.
He's back.
We got 2.
We have 2, yep.
Fingers are all sticky now.
Everybody showed up on time.
Nobody wants the wrath of Zack.
Indeed.
I'm forming another. Nope, wrong address. We're going somewhere else.
I need to play a lottery. It's not often I find a ring I'd be willing to pay $175 for. That's some beautiful artistry right there. You know, you look at these fucking rings long enough and you start to really notice the level of skill between artists.
Oh, yeah. Why, when you compare a Hattori Hanzo sword, you can only compare it to any other sword that wasn't made by Hattori Hanzo.
That's not the thing you just go and pawn.
$250. El Paso. Tarantino's doing his last movie, or did he do it, or is it?
Oh,
working on it right now.
I haven't heard.
Yeah, it's supposed to be his last one.
I mean, he's supposed to make 10, and we're at what, 23 right now? He's made. But no, those don't count because he only partially directed a scene, or he only wrote a part, or whatever. Yeah, whatever. Whatever, marketing boy.
He's smart.
All right, guys. Love y'all. Love y'all.
Love y'all.
Thank y'all so much.
Shit, that is it. We do love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with us this morning. It's hump day. And somehow we've managed to make it through. Make sure you guys come back on Friday morning, because I do suspect we shall be here. I think I've survived the thunderstorm. The rain should be letting up here any minute, which is good because I got to get to work. You guys have a great rest of your week. Be good, be well, do good, do it well. Always remember that we love you here at Iron Realm Media. Bye-bye.
Bye.